He's an analog character in a digital age. Reacher is very human, but he has a level of competence in a particular area and independence that allows him to have an objectivity that most people don't in an environment in their lives. And he's someone who he wants to live his life and he wants his freedom, but he's a guy who gets pulled into these situations because of his curiosity, because of his sense of what's right, and also because he is so capable, that carries with it a responsibility. It's such an incredible character, an incredible story. The writing is my favorite kind of writing. It has, you know, the movie has a very unique and Chris McQuarrie-esque voice. That the adventure has wit. The characters have wit. You know, people when they see this film, they're going to be surprised by the level of humor that it has and the twists and turns. I said to Chris, I said, listen, if you're interested in me, I would like to, you know, I'd like to play it, and it's something I'd love to do. I have great people around me and great collaborators, you know, with Chris McQuarrie on this one, and Don Granger. You know, Don is someone that I've worked with and known for a long time. When I go to produce a film, there's certain things that I know, that how I can prep something so that we have the opportunity to get the most out of the film. Through the years, I've had the benefit of working with incredible filmmakers, writers, actors, producers, and for me, I just thought I want to learn how to make movies and then find my own voice as a producer, as an actor within characters. McQuarrie and I, we've made, you know, on the floor 2 other films together and worked on several other projects together. And also we just share the love of cinema and storytelling. And, you know, we just get friends together, and he and I, you know, we watch movies and kind of admire different filmmakers and storytelling and actors. I've always felt that every day that I'm on a movie set, I don't get that day back. So, and there's going to be surprises, and you have to be prepared for, you've got to be fluid. And when you're developing something and working on a character, it's not like, oh, I know the character or the story right at the beginning. Everything is driving towards that, from the locations, you know, from the script to the locations in every single department to help tell this story. So those are the things that when I'm producing something, I've gotten, you know, I just take for granted that, you know, it's just all part of the prep and all part of the movie. And I love making movies. The fight in the bar outside, he's like, look, he didn't want it. Like, he doesn't want to do what he has to do. It's something where it's like, just remember, you asked for this. And he gets pushed into a position. It's not machismo. He's forced into these situations. Every suspect is a trained killer for Reacher because he was military police. So he's someone who sees that side of life, which is a very dark side of life, and to the extreme. You know, he has an incredible mind and doesn't forget anything, and also has a great physical ability. The reason he comes into the story is because he made a promise that if this particular character went off the rails again, he was going to be there to finish it. And he keeps getting pulled into this situation. The way that Chris McQuarrie directed the film, it's very cinematic, and it's, you know, we had Caleb Deschanel shooting it, Jim Bissell, production designer. These guys are, you know, guys that, you know, Jim also did Mission Possible with us, Ghost Protocol. And it's so beautifully directed and edited. When you see the action, it's happening. Chris and I would talk forever about how each fight had to be distinct and propel the story, and just developing the fighting style, the Chevelle, that we went through, and some people are going to cry, because that the car lovers, because we went through a few cars. I wanted to push the envelope, and it was extreme, and we wanted to keep pushing that and make sure that every shot that I did, every shot in the car chase, just for storytelling, where we could put the cameras and the stuff that we could do, and the nature of the film, it really allowed for that. Yeah, it's fun driving those cars, make no mistake about it. I mean, that was, every night we were in those cars, the sound of the engine, the potential of what we're going to get. And when you're shooting cars that aren't on rigs and we don't have green screen, it is, you have to plan it to the T, but then you don't know what's going to happen. I'm not in a cage. Basically, I had a 5-point harness on underneath. We figured out we put a racing seat in and stabilizers, but the impact I'm taking on my body, it's a steel frame. There's really not a lot of, it's not absorbing anything. So, and we're working with a camera inside or a camera outside, and it's real precision. And I enjoy the precision of that, but it's also, we're just thinking of what shots are we going to get, and that's what's exciting. Oh, he loved it. Are you kidding? He couldn't wait to get in there. It was, when we were shooting those hours, it's what woke us up. I was like, come on, man, jump in. And Don was having a heart attack every time we were doing that. But then I got Don in. I got Don in the car. He loved it. I just love acting with him. So, when he was there every day, I was very excited about it. He's an icon. He's given some of the greatest performance in cinema. And when you see someone he's an actor's actor, and someone who cares just as much now as he did, for all those years. And he just has such a, I was so happy when he said that he would do it. I mean, at the end of all those nights, it was just very exciting to have him there on set and in the movie. I had such a great time acting with her. First of all, she's so beautiful, and in the way that is classic. When I look at Grace Kelly, or you look at Faye Dunaway, those characters that she just brings an intelligence and a complexity and a charm to to her character and on screen, and she's just very dynamic, enormously talented. This is a movie. This is a film that takes you into a world. It's unique. It's great characters, great ensemble cast, and this very unique action and adventure kind of film that's enormously entertaining. It was so much fun watching it with an audience, because that's why I make movies. I make it, for them. And to see an audience sit there and laugh at the things that we laughed at, but laugh even harder, and find different other moments that show that they're so invested in the story. It's wonderful. It feels very good.